do.
All right, good night, folks. Welcome to Mike and Mike. Today's a great day, exciting day today. Should actually end it now, so we will see what's happening in history. But without further ado, we're gonna jump right into a program. For those of you out there, would like you to continue subscribe, tell a friend, share with a friend, a family member, etc., whoever you can share with, even an animal, as long as you can read and write and know how to browse the internet and click on, moving right along. But anyway, thank you for joining us. We thank you for your support and your continuous support. We are delighted that you are with us still and keep on helping us support to build this channel. As what I said before, we will return back to our community once we reach the level of obtaining funds from any angle, whether it's sponsorship, whether it's YouTube, etc., etc. We will return our funds. Will help, our supporters and stuff like that to help us to reach this level. Without further ado, we're gonna jump right into it. Good night, gentlemen. To my immediate right, we got Angel. Prime Minister Khalees in the house, baby.
The Don Dada of Don Grigger.
Almost,
I like it.
AKA Mr. Yeah.
Good thanks.
Straight ahead, we got Justin, a.k.a.
King Tox,
Baby.
Baby.
Tox is the word.
Yes.
Toxicity.
It's the toxicity because it feels good to do bad things.
Ouch.
Stricken from the
You
record.
can't stricken that for the record.
I knew you was gonna say that.
That's my motto.
Yeah.
And last but
not least, Mike, a.k.a.
Maga
Porter.
In the house.
AKA this is bull crap.
This is a bull.
AKA everybody's a nincompoop.
And nincompoops is around. Nincompoops. No, we can't strip that one.
Nincompoop.
And as usual, our mastermind, Mike, is not here still.
The intelligent investor.
Intelligent baby Trump investor.
But he's here with us in spirit.
But he's here with us in spirit, and he will be back with us as soon as possible.
Yes.
And keep praying for him as he goes through his cycle.
Yes.
And we hope that he will return to us once more and continue to share with you guys his thoughts and his visions, etc., etc.
Absolutely.
But gentlemen, as usual, our platform, our new platform, the same. We have 20 minutes to discuss, but I guess everyone have the thing what's going on right now, immediate what's going on right now, which pretty much ended right now, and is our New York State election. Well, it's not just New York, not just New York.
What time? New York City. What time
but
the
it's
polls
midterm,
close?
so it's right across the country.
Oh, you're talking about midterms.
Yeah.
I think it was about the mayor race. Yes.
So, but mayor race is involved too. For us in New York here, the mayor midterms is also involved. So it's a lot to talk about. This Mandate stuff is kind of up there. What Trump is doing pertaining to. But anyway, gentlemen, who want to kick it off? I know everybody excited to talk about this bull crap is going on.
Bull crap. I'll start it off.
Yeah, it's a lot going on right now.
Yeah, today is November 4th, 2025 in New York City. Today is election day, obviously, midterm, Super Tuesday, whatever you want to call it, for the NYC mayoral race. Unfortunately, I hate to say it, but Zogbad Salami, Zoran Mamdani, this guy that I listen to, what's his name? He's on Instagram. Follow him, take naps. He calls him Zogbad Salami. He's 43% right now in the polls, which I think is absolutely ridiculous.
But you can't really follow the polls too much because there's a lot of outcomes where, the polls don't throw it through the window, but you also can't follow it to the T. Because there are times when, looking...
they're definitely trying to push a narrative.
Yeah.
That's not...
People were shocked. This guy, he was like a Cuomo. Right? He lost the nomination.
Yeah.
And he was there like ground zero. And the guy still ran independent, and he came and won.
Yeah.
I think it was it in New York? No, it was a different state. It was a different state, midterm. And it blew me out the water because this guy was like at zero.
Yeah.
Because I mean, the polls tell me, oh, you done. He did
Nah, it's
bow
just,
out.
a poll's just an idea.
Yeah,
though.
it just give you an idea where
Yeah.
possible things may be.
I mean, what's killing me, like I said, I've been saying this for months. Curtis Sliwa is the best option for the city. The fact that people are sleeping on that or just not paying attention, or, you're using very shallow reasons. Oh, why does he wear that red hat? Oh, I don't know who this person is. He isn't in politics. You need to use your brain. Like, it's really making me mad because I'm really afraid
Absolutely.
that this Momdani character is really going to win the mayoral race. What is even bothering me now, once again, I'm still a Trump supporter, but Donnie, you're pissing me off. Donnie is endorsing Cuomo. Out of all people, you have Sliwa that's a Trump supporter, that he supports Trump.
Right.
He's on the Republican ticket, but then Trump is supporting Cuomo.
I support Trump for that.
Huh?
I support
I mean,
Trump
like I
for
said, no,
that.
Cuomo's, don't get me wrong, Cuomo's not bad. I don't have anything against Cuomo. He is a legacy. I think Cuomo would actually do a better job than Momdani.
Right.
But my personal opinion, like I said, I think Cuomo will probably do a better job than Sliwa because Cuomo was the governor of New York. He already knows the game. But what it is, Sliwa, to me, Sliwa just genuinely cares about the well-being of the city, the people, what we're going through. And he's not, he's being very, transparent. I'm not sure if you guys had watched the debates between them, but Sliwa was murdering them in the debates.
Okay.
It's proven that all these things that Momdani was promising is not going to happen. Okay, he even said that's not going to happen. He was just saying that, to get your approval. None of that's going to happen. Okay, you guys are not getting free transportation. You're not getting a freeze rent.
Why do you say that though? Why do you say it's not gonna happen?
No, because they had just interviewed about it. Like he was like taking a couple of backsteps on it, right?
He backsteps
he
on
was
it.
like backstepping. So because that you said that to get, and like Mike said, like Maga said before, you guys hear the word free, all of a sudden, oh, he got my vote. Nothing in this world is for free.
Can't backpedal like that though.
Exactly. Of course. But what it is, and then what it is, now the rest of the country is laughing at New Yorkers because the rest of the country, they're like this, they already know what it is. The guy's a socialist. He's a communist. And New York's and what people don't understand, if you can turn New York into a communist city, you can turn any city in this country into a communist city. And that's what I'm afraid of.
Hopefully that doesn't happen.
The thing what I kind of surprised you to is what's that other politician there that he run for president about twice, the older guy, and what's that your favorite girl,
Bernie Sanders?
Sanders. He's supporting Mandani, which
because Bernie Sanders is a socialist.
He's a socialist, right? So I understand.
He ain't fooling nobody. He's another one, Marxist. He's a Marxist socialist.
And then even Obama,
Definitely
I'm sitting there and me hearing Obama's like, oh, he didn't support it. He didn't what you call it? He didn't endorse him.
Yeah.
But he was like, oh yeah, Mandani run a good campaign. He ran a good. I'm like, what? The Negro.
The guy's a joke.
He ran on a completely lie and falsified information, meaning like he telling people what he cannot do.
Exactly.
And people run for it because they are hurting, and I understand that. The moment they hear free or whatever the case may be, logics, principles, I mean, whatever, out the window.
There is nothing
and now
free in
he
this
started
world.
backing fire because my boy Cuomo keep on blasting me and said there is no way he can do this. It's impossible. Number one, MTA is a private sector.
Exactly.
Which kind of run by the government, but at the end of the day, they're
private sector. That is a
privately
owned entity.
You see how greedy
owned
they
by
are.
New York City. Exactly.
You see how greedy they are. So them to give up this, you
and then
must
on top
be
of
nuts.
that, do you think the transit workers union? Let me tell you something. They talk about free transportation, then the transit workers union will strike, and then there won't be any transportation because if they go on strike, there will be no conductors to control the trains. There will be no bus drivers to drive the buses. You're not pulling that nonsense on Metro North because Metro North is not letting these, because you're gonna have nothing but vagrants and vagabonds riding the train. This is why you charge something to keep the riffraff out.
Yes.
You understand?
Yeah.
This is not all inclusive, okay? Because you're gonna have nothing but lowlifes, and then basically New York's gonna turn into Gotham City. That's what it's really gonna turn into.
Pretty much it. I mean, I just don't understand it, but I hope people go out to the poll and realize. See, listen, you have these two guys, and the only experienced person right now is Cuomo. These two never been into election. Right. They have they never taken a public office, to my knowledge. At the end of the day, they don't have no experience. They're just going by what people. They may run little what do you call it, neighborhood watch, and think they
Well,
have it made.
Sleepwatch started Guardian Angels, and basically the
That's
history
not
with
in the
him.
public service or in the public office.
Well, it wasn't a public service, but what it is, it was something when he started that. This was in, I want to say, in the 70s and 80s, where the train was real bad, like how it is now.
Right.
And police weren't doing anything. The Guardian Angels actually protected people on the train.
Yeah, I know about the Guardian Angels.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And he's always done a lot of, like I said, he's not a politician. But I think at this point, we need somebody that's not a politician, because politicians don't do anything. That's what they do. They politic. They politic. Basically, it's another word for nonsense and crap. You understand?
Misleading the people.
Yeah, you're misleading the people. Like I said, it's like I have nothing against Cuomo.
No.
I prefer Cuomo over Mamdani. I feel Cuomo will probably actually do a better job at governing the city than
His
Sliwa.
experience, you don't want to sleep in his experience. You know?
I don't.
Yeah.
Come on, he's second generation. His father was a governor.
Yeah,
You understand what I'm saying? Like, he's a legacy.
Yeah, he's well vetted.
So I'm like, but I don't know how it's looking like for Mamdani, and I'm not sure if they're trying to split, because I'm not sure if Cuomo's here to split the vote, to where basically a vote for Cuomo is a vote for Mamdani.
A vote.
Well,
because
that
they're
guy,
both running
your
on the
guy
same-
there, what's the name? The second guy there that running.
Sliwa. Yeah.
Yeah, if
Curtis
he had
Sliwa.
dropped out, possibly people, because he had about 19, I think he has about 19 votes. 19%.
He has about 24% right
Yeah,
now.
so
He's the lowest, though.
the thing is, if he had dropped out, which he declared that he's not, up until today he ran,
Yeah.
which is kind of
No, he's still running. He's still running.
But yeah, he's still running. It's just another thing for these guys to what you call it now. This is not a route for them to make money, because at the end of the day, if you raise, even though you have to use it in politics, if you raise a certain amount of money, whether it's I think it's what, $500,000, and then the government will match it, or the city will match it.
Yeah.
Something like that. So I think it's something coming from that. No, don't quote me and run with this, folks. This is just my own personal opinion, because at the end of the day, when you look on Adams realized, and his people went to him and said, just come out the race, because there's no way, based on these polls, and there's no way you're going to win. And I don't know why he even lasts this long in the first place. He's just wasting time.
And look, Adams didn't do anything the whole 4 years he was in office.
Did
anyway.
what? He did not.
He did everything. He did everything under the sun except actually be the mayor.
Precisely.
Because we saw him everywhere. We saw him out partying. We saw him at every festival. We seen him at every event.
See him
But
trying
he
to
wasn't
create
mayoring.
corruption.
Exactly. He
Trying
wasn't
to
mayoring.
bribe people and
Yeah,
do
he
all of
taking
that
money
stuff.
from Turkish nationals. He wasn't. He did everything except be the mayor.
Then he got talking about this, the guy there, some of the reporters, like, oh, these guys are evil. They were asking legitimate questions.
Yeah.
I mean, and then they were blasting him based on what is in the public. They wasn't making up anything. They were blasting him. And he's like, oh, you're evil. You're just an evil person. Because
he's trying to deflect.
Yeah, basically. I'm like,
Manipulation
nobody's not going to
tactic.
buy your bull crap.
Yeah.
But gentlemen, people, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I am telling you this. This is what I said before. If this joker win, Mandani, if he wins,
The city
you
is
have
gonna
the
go
federal
to
government
crap.
is doing bull crap to you right now
The
as we
city
speak.
is gonna go
You're
to
suffering
crap.
as we speak from the federal level. Now, if you have this
I
joker
think the
come
people are
in,
seeing that right now. The people are people are hurting out
yeah.
here.
And
Oh,
if
it's
you
gonna get
have
even
this
worse
other
in New
joker
York.
come in now, so whoever is in New York, put it that way, you have the federal is hitting us, which we are feeling pain. Well, I'm happy for that, to be honest with you. You're going to probably sit there and like, why are you happy? Because for you guys out there that vote for this non-compoo that's in the White House,
Exactly.
knowing that
You know,
he's a snake.
you call
he
that a while
told-
back too. You call that.
Exactly.
He's not a nincompoop. You talking about Trump?
Who else am I
Trump
talking
is
about?
not a nincompoop. Okay, you may not agree with his methods, but he's not a nincompoop.
What is he then?
Trump is the greatest president ever. I've said this a million times.
You see,
You
I
need
would
to
have
cut
said-
Israel off.
I-
You need to cut Israel off, Donnie. I still hold you accountable for your bullshit actions. You need to cut Israel off, and you need to get rid of your son-in-law. Make him disappear.
So that makes him a nincompoop then.
Huh?
Because you can't have him up righteous and then he's doing a lot of bad
No, it
things
makes him
in your vision.
an Israel Zionist puppet. That's what it makes.
Anyway, that's a different story. But as I said before, the thing is, right now, we are looking at the
It's
live
very
report. Mandani is at 51%. Cuomo is at 40%. And Curtis, I don't know, why you even in the race?
So that
8%.
means he dropped down to 9%, yeah.
He's
That
at
means he dropped
8%.
down even. But that's what I'm saying, like Cuomo splitting the vote. This is what I'm saying. A vote for Cuomo is a vote for Mamdani. Because look, Mamdani's still up 11%. That's a problem.
I don't understand that though. What you mean a vote for Cuomo is a vote for Mandani?
Because remember, Cuomo's a Democrat. He's just running on an independent ticket. So what it is right now, the reason why Cuomo's in there, because what it is, Sliwa was gaining traction. Sliwa was up to like 40-something%. Then all of a sudden, Cuomo comes back in, and now that takes the votes away because remember, Cuomo's a familiar name.
Right.
In New York State, Cuomo's a very familiar name. Going back to his father Mario,
100%.
his brother Chris. He was already, Cuomo was already the governor of New York. So was his dad. This is a politically involved family. So what it is, to be honest, I don't even think he even wants to be mayor. He's just doing this because I feel that he's pushing to get Mamdani in. Like all these people, look, the media, like it's rigged. Like if you keep thinking, look, the way the media is pushing Mamdani, the way this guy hasn't been in this city. He hasn't been in this country for 10 years. He's not from New York.
No.
Okay? He's a socialist. He's a trust fund baby. He doesn't know anything about being for the people. Nothing whatsoever. He doesn't know anything about him. He never held a real job. See, at least with what do you call, like we say, because people tell me, Trump comes from money. I say, yeah, but Trump handles business. And on top of that, Trump is a real New Yorker. Trump is from Queens. You can easily tell he's from Queens.
100%.
Mamdani does not sound like he's from New York. Mamdani sounds like wherever the hell he's from. Mamdani sounds like his name is Zogbad Mamdani. That's what he sounds like to me.
The thing is that, fellas, you see that Trump make all these promises, and he's failing you guys. A lot of even some mega supporters are turning their backs on him. I told you these guys from day one. I said this before. Not only just I said it, but other wise politicians or just wise people out there said this before. Trump is going to show his nasty skin. Now, we are getting hit from the federal level, right? Which I'm glad it's happening. It's just sad that my behind is facing this. But I would rather take the sufferation with your bumps, knowing that what you were doing. I don't know how to articulate my words to describe the foolishness.
Break it down.
So now you are getting hit now from the federal level. You see what Trump did? Turn his back against you. You guys are suffering now. Some of your benefits are out. Your health insurance he want to cut out. He's like, I don't give a rat's ass about your bums. You could die for all that concern, right? So this is what's going on. Government shutdown. Right. Now you have this nincompoop Mamdani coming in talking about free this, free that, and other foolish policy he has in place. So now you're going to get hit from a federal level, and you're going to get hit from a state level.
And then also a city level.
New York. Yeah. I mean,
that's a hard hit.
So that's
you got to remember, like a
so
lot of people look like, but I need to correct. Okay, the government shutdown is purely the Democrats' fault because they're holding everything out because they want an extra $1.5 trillion for this nonsense pay for other things in other countries.
No, it's Medicare. It's Medicare. That's the main. If you're going to research,
I understand the Medicare part.
That's
what I'm
the
saying,
main one.
No, there's other nonsense. They want $1.5 billion for some transgender thing in Africa. They want money
Where you get that
to
information
provide.
From?
Read in the thing.
Where you get that
the
information?
shutdown. You can look it up. Google it. The Democrats are the ones
It's
holding it up.
Medicare.
It's not.
Medicare.
Everybody keeps blaming Trump. It ain't Trump. Congress is the one that's holding it up.
The Democrats right now are in the House waiting for the Republicans, and everyone vanished for 6 weeks ago.
What do you mean?
Nobody's.
The Republicans voted 11 times yes. The Democrats voted 11 times no. The Democrats are the one holding up the shutdown.
That what the Democrats are doing. Listen, it's my party, but yes, I know they do.
Schumer
friggery.
voted no. Just voted no.
I know they do friggery at times. They do bullshit at times.
Yeah, right now they're pulling nonsense.
But at the same time, here's the thing. They're removing, the Trump administration are removing Medicaid, which is a target for Obamacare. From day one, Trump decided when he came in office, right? He wanted to eliminate Obamacare, and he had no plan to put anything.
Because the Affordable Care Act, if you
he came back again, and he's trying to do the same crap on a different, unique level now with this beautiful bill crap.
Still trying to strike it down.
And this is what the Democrats are doing. They said, at the end of the day, we want our Medicaid system because that a lot of people is going to hurt out there when it comes to especially our health system. A lot of people are going to hurt out there. And at least if you bring that in, we can negotiate and work. But what the Republican, the snake, slimy balls them want to do, they want to like, oh, come and we will say, and we will do this on the back end. So just open up the government and then no. I will support the government. The Democrats will stand their ground right across the board. Yes, people are going to hurt.
That's propaganda.
But at the same time, if they go through with this and allow these goonheads to go through with their crap, I guarantee you, well, I can't guarantee it, but I'm absolutely to a high scale.
That Obamacare
That the
Affordable
pe-
Care Act has been bullshit from jump, and you know it.
How is bullshit?
What do you mean? People,
I
let's put it
was
this way.
benefited from it, and
I wasn't.
Bro,
I wasn't.
That's not your. That's not.
What
your
do you mean? That's not my
problem.
bill because I work. I
Yeah,
work.
you
and
were working.
And,
I wasn't
and
working
my
at
health
one
benefits
point.
went up because of that Affordable Care Act.
I wasn't working at one point, and it helped my black behind
Yeah, because
out.
you wasn't working, but I was working.
But that's the
It
point with other
but it
people
affects
out there.
working people.
No, it doesn't. It helped working people.
No,
because,
it
for
doesn't.
instance,
No, it doesn't
for
because it
instance-
jacked up your price
for
on
instance-
Affordable
for
Care Act. You can
instance-
look it up yourself.
For instance, when I started working, I gained another insurance. Medicare reached out to me and said, "Listen, to come in the next renewal. If you want to stay, we're not gonna kick you off. But what is gonna happen is that you're gonna pay at least $300 or $400 in a month." I said, "Fine. You know, at the end of the day, I don't need it now because now I am working.
Right.
So once it expires, I'm gonna leave it as that. But if I didn't have anything, at the end of the day, I didn't have to
You have
pay.
to resort to that.
Right.
now.
And now since I'm working, they say, because they're tracking your tax return, this is how they can keep track of it.
Yeah,
And
I
that's
know.
how they know. Because the moment I started getting my first W-2 or my income is changing from an employment to that, they saw it and they say, "All right, Mr. Porter, at the end of the day, when your expiration date come, if you want to keep this Medicare, this is what your bill is going to be from us, which is about 300 and change on a monthly basis."
Okay.
So if I wasn't working, then that would remain the same. It wouldn't remain. I wouldn't have to pay that money.
Okay.
So you have people out there now, especially economy now is getting bad. A lot of people are laying off. Microsoft, Amazon, et cetera, are laying off people because the employment rate is going up little by little, little by little, little by little.
Yeah.
And people are
What
now,
do you mean? What do you mean, little by little?
people are getting laid off
Yeah.
because of number one AI issue. That's one of the main issues. And then because of the economy, the issues with the what do you call it, the tariffs, the tariffs. That's one. Just on the overall, the inflation is not too high, but it's bad. Groceries at the supermarket. Trump bring down the price of eggs, but everything else is still sky high. That not making it doggone sense. A lot of crap is going on,
Right,
and at the end of the day, this is why one of the things what the news recorder says earlier on today when I was coming over there said, "Listen, whoever gained the city, they have a lot of work to do. A lot of work to do. It needs to be done,
I know
right?
Mom Donnie's going to flush the city down
And
the
that
toilet.
is true. A lot
He's
of
gonna
work
flush
to
the
be
city
done.
down the toilet when
So
Guy becomes mayor.
if it's a lot of work to be done, why wouldn't want to leave the city to two goonheads who don't have any experience? At least give the one who have experience a shot to clean up this mess and to help balance this out. I
That
mean,
makes sense.
Trump even said it himself. Even today, he said, "I will go with the
Yeah.
worst Democrat, which is Cuomo, than to go with these goonheads."
With the socialists.
No, if Trump, a snake, is seen that, people go figure. Go figure. Go
But then
figure.
they can also,
There's a reason
I
behind
understand why.
I
because
know
him and
I know his
Cuomo-
reason.
I know him and
I
Cuomo
know
go
his
back a
reason
long time.
behind
I
it.
can understand him and Cuomo go back a long time. But as far as we can't just discount, we can't discount Sliwa because Momdani is not, Momdani shouldn't even be in this race.
Respectfully, I don't
You
know
know
how
what
much
I'm
we
saying?
should be holding on to Sliwa at this point.
Huh?
Respectfully, I don't know how we should be holding
I
on.
mean, a lot of people are
Curtis.
because they're
he's
stuck
not
on
prov-
the fact
he's not
that,
proving himself.
Who?
yeah, but
Curtis Sliwa.
I'll make his
He's just
resume.
wasting
His
the
resume
time.
speaks for itself. The dude has always
It's,
been
it's pretty impressive.
the dude has always been an advocate for New York City. Unofficially, he's always been an advocate. You know what I'm saying? As far as what goes on, as far as the crime rates, as far as, he has some very good ideas as far as like cleaning up the homeless situation. That's not going to cost the city a lot of money.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? What Momdani wants to do, he's going to completely bankrupt the city. Cuomo, I don't think Cuomo's going to bankrupt the city, but Cuomo is going to cost the city a lot more money.
How?
Huh?
How?
Because of certain programs that he implements, that's going to cost a lot more money as far as the people that live in the city. Remember, when you live in New York City, you pay city tax, you pay state tax, you pay federal. So what's going to happen
That's
is that
everywhere.
when Cuomo, huh?
Every city you go to.
Not every city does that.
Which city
Every
doesn't
city,
do
what are
it?
you talking about? Tampa, Florida doesn't do that.
They don't.
No, there's no state tax in Florida. You understand what I'm saying? This is
Stick a pin. So a little bit update with New
He
Jersey,
says
New
stick a
Jersey race as well. Mickey Sherrill is leading 57%.
Yeah.
And the Republican, Mickey is Democrat, and the Republicans, Obama behind her, and Jack Seattle. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it. He's at 43%.
Seattle rally.
No, I think the Mickey person
But
is
they're
probably.
already projecting
She
Mickey
gonna win.
Sherrill as
But
the
I mean,
winner.
Jersey wants to go red because the tax. You got to remember, whenever it's a blue state and there's a Democrat in charge of that state, taxes go through the roof. I'm not sure if you ever noticed. Remember, I lived in a red state. I lived in Florida.
Right.
Taxes are always low in Florida. Do you know why? That's a red state. If you ever notice, if you look at the demographics between the blue states and the red states, taxes are always lower in the red states. Now, don't get me wrong. The red states, I lived in Florida. Florida's not perfect. You know what I'm saying?
Nowhere's perfect.
Obviously, in the red states, it's a lot more cut and dry. There's not necessarily room for assistance. They don't, I think they give you 6 months of unemployment. That's it. They cut you off. After that, you got to figure something
6 months is the same thing in New York.
Huh?
Yeah. 6 months you get.
Yeah, but every once in a while we get extensions. Like I think right now they got the extension for 99 weeks. Yeah, when we're in crisis. I think right now it's at 99 weeks. I don't think it's 26 weeks.
Wait, in how many weeks?
I think it's 99 for unemployment.
99 is like 2 years.
Yeah. They do that every once in a while.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the catch behind that, gentlemen.
Almost 2 years.
Here's the catch behind that. Even before they add that extra extension. So you have a year of unemployment. This is what I don't understand. Please, someone or even someone on the panel can explain to me. You have a year of unemployment, but you only get paid for 6 months.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any doggone sense.
No.
Why you put me? And then here's the thing. So now when you fall off unemployment, which stop getting the paid,
26 weeks, yeah.
26. Once you fall off now, you're still in record that you on unemployment, but you're not getting paid.
You're not getting paid.
So, and then for you now to make a claim of anything, like say you stop and you want to do, you maybe start, I don't know how, I think you can't make another claim until that 1 year run out.
You can't make another claim.
Until that
1 year
runs out, even though you're getting paid for only 6 months. So what do you do for the next 6 months? Let's say you're down for next.
Remember, in the 6 months, in the 6 months that you are getting paid, you're supposed to be looking for a job.
Yeah, but I mean, I at one point I almost stayed out of work for 9 months. Yeah. 9 months. This is, I think, when this was maybe in 2022, 2023 or something around that. Almost 9 months. And I was looking for work before I even started employment.
Well,
People were calling me up left and right. Yo, I like your resume. You serious engineer. Yeah. Go on interview. Third, second. No, I haven't been on the fourth one. But I reached up to same company up to a third interview. And then when I am listening, I was like, oh, I think I nailed this. They're like, moving right along.
Yeah.
So it was really hard. So at the end, there are situations where people are looking. Now, you have some deadbeat that they just
take advantage.
The system, right. They may work once in a while, and then they got
the unemployment rate went up too in New York.
Yeah, $800. Yeah. Now, if it's this 99 weeks, now it is so that means
$869 a week.
But if they're doing this 99 a week, that means they're probably going to.
Where did you hear it from? 99 weeks.
Nah, that's usually whenever we go into like an economic crisis. Like I remember the first time that happened was when Obama was in office, because I took advantage of that.
With the
like
pandemic,
I collected for 99 weeks back in what was that 09, 2010.
With a pandemic too.
Huh?
That's
the pandemic too.
That's a long time to find a job.
Yes, it's the pandemic. I think that's been in effect.
Started with the pandemic.
That's a long time.
Because remember, the reason why they did it when Obama did it
was crazy, dude.
When Obama did it, because remember the housing market went to crap in 2008. So what it is, a lot of people lost work. So he extended it. To be honest, that might have been the only thing that I might have agreed with, because I never agreed with that Obamacare, Affordable Care Act. I always thought it was nonsense, because I always worked, I always paid out. To be honest, that didn't benefit me with Obamacare, because they were trying to charge me more money. That's why. But thank God, I was able to have. I still had a job. I still have my medical, because I wasn't going to pay more money for when I had a job, my check was taken out maybe $115 every paycheck, so that's about $230 a month. To where if I would have got that Affordable Care Act, Obamacare nonsense, they wanted to charge me something ridiculous like $450, $500 a month, and I'm like, I'm not paying that. So that's why I never agreed with it.
Makes sense.
You understand? That's why on top of that, also the fact it's actually the Affordable Care Act, but they coined it Obamacare, right? And Obama, what people didn't know is that Obama actually patented that Obamacare name, and he got royalties off of that.
Really?
For 13 years. He made about $40 million off of it.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
Well, folks, I don't know. I'm not going to jump and say stricken for a record, but I'm not sure about that. I'm not aware of it. Look it up. If it's something is what Talk said, I mean, you can share with us, but
that was something that's something I just discovered.
That's really interesting.
That's something I just discovered about 8 months ago. So it's not something like, and it's been, and mind you, he's been doing this the whole time, for the 2 terms that he was president, for the 1 term that Trump was president, and for the 1 term that Biden was president. He was collecting that whole time because Obamacare has been in effect ever since then. So he gets a royalty for that. So he was collecting, it was what? Yeah, I think on a yearly basis.
Right, on a yearly basis he was doing
On
it?
a yearly basis, he collected about $2.6 million. And that was at around, for 15 years straight. So it was about like $39 million that he collected off of that. Not only the money that he made off of that, remember, after he finished his presidency, he signed a $300 million book deal. He made a lot of bread. He made a lot of bread that a lot of people don't know about. Right. At the expense of the American people.
Definitely made a lot of bread.
Him and his he, she wife.
The funniest thing is that I was laughing the other day too when because I always remember Justin talking about Michelle Obama. So there's a lot of I wouldn't say a lot, but there's a few clips and curiosity running on TikTok where they are showing picture where Obama mess up and calls
a mic all the time. Calls a mic all the time.
Made also mistake when there was this guy went to his house and interviewed him, and he was like, so how do you, like, he's asking him like, do you do this without Michelle approval and stuff like that? And he was like, well,
calls a mic.
Yeah, Mike and I, Michelle and I
all the time. So well, look, let's put it this way.
And I'm looking at him, it's like, wait a minute, something is up there. So they also show pictures where I think before, I guess it was showing where, what's the name? Michelle was like more of a boy-looking person than when she did. Basically, they're saying she's a transgender. Even
Joan Rivers said that, and then a couple of months later, she mysteriously died.
I saw when she mentioned that on TikTok. They asked her, I was asking her what you think about Michelle, and she's like, "Please, you know what?"
Remember, she's a transgender. A couple months later, she mysteriously died.
And I'm like, wait a minute, is this different? Because they were even saying, notice, you see her, you see pictures of Obama and Michelle even before she got her changeover, basically, which I seen some pictures. I don't know how legitimate those pictures are, but again, I see some of these pictures, and they said also that, do you notice
she didn't birth
yeah,
Sasha
you will
and Michelle.
find all these pictures with Obama and Michelle based on the stages where they were at, but you never see anyone of her. You never see her pregnant.
No, because she didn't have those kids, and they admit to that they were surrogates. There was a surrogate that gave birth to those kids. Yeah, those ain't his kids. Those aren't their kids. So that's what I'm saying, and they're even saying because
they're conspiracy theories.
No, this is not conspiracy theories.
I don't.
Look, in the state of Illinois,
I've seen this up, but I don't know where.
Because Michelle, Mike Obama, whatever his or her name is,
I don't know.
She's from the state of Illinois. Her mother just passed away about a year ago. Now, in the state of Illinois, in order to inherit whatever your parents leave you, you have to put on the thing whatever you were born as. That's what you have to put on. So if you're born as a male, when you go to collect the inheritance, yes, I'm such and such, I'm a male. Otherwise, they won't give it to you. Michelle Obama was born Mike. So in order to get her parents' inheritance that her mother left her, she had to go present herself as Mike.
And disclose that information.
Exactly. And that's public information in the state of Illinois.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
Well, listen, I don't know right now. I mean, based on seeing that, because always
I know he calls me crazy.
Always always
What, I'm a
stricken it from the record and stuff like that.
No, he strickens all my truths
but
from the record.
The thing is, I am still not running that this is facts, even though what I've witnessed myself. They still
you witness it yourself.
No, witness in the sense of what I've seen on. Let me correct it. Witness in sense of what I've seen on social media so far, with Jones Rivers thing.
Yeah.
With pictures what they find and dug up over the internet, and other white, black people are making these same allegations and these comments, and things what they're digging up and things what they're showing started kind of having me started wondering. It's like, am I in denial, or is this for real, or this is just strictly manipulation of AI. So again, I don't know. I'm not gonna say it is completely false. I don't know. It's a mind-boggling thing. Put it this way. It's challenging. It's something what you have to go and dig up to digest it on your own. I cannot tell you what is what, and I cannot say this is true or false or whatever. But what I've seen so far, it is mind-boggling, and it's something that I don't know if I'm gonna dig up or just leave it alone. And what it is, what it is.
As you guys know, I'm the king of toxicity. And one thing I've learned in my life.
You got it.
One thing I've learned in my life.
Talk to us.
However, the most effed up the situation is, that's
Right.
exactly what the truth is.
Interesting.
So I don't look at it. I don't wear a pair of rose-colored shades. I don't do anything like that. What I do when I'm looking for the truth, I look for the most messed up thing possible, and 9 times out of 10, that's exactly what the truth is.
Interesting.
Well, the toxicity.
And that's because I am. And
The
that is because I
toxicity is pretty
am.
heavy.
That is because
It's
I
plain
am
heavy,
the
boy.
king of toxicity.
The king of toxicity
Exactly.
is playing heavy, boy.
I have a PhD. I have a PhD in fuckery.
The CIA is coming.
Chicken for the record.
Oh yeah. Oh, and then I kind of find out that the neocon Zionist warmongering monster Dick Cheney has passed away. Just wanted to say that.
Our condolences. He was one of the best.
Condolences to
He was
Dick
one of the
Cheney.
best vice presidents I heard.
Was the best.
One of the
That
best.
guy was crazy, man.
Man was evil.
But one of the things where
The man epitomized. The man was the epitome of evil,
He was Bush's own vice president, right?
and he was a Zionist puppet master.
yeah, he had done a lot.
He was
of-
Bush's vice president, but he's the one that really ran things. Bush was just a figurehead.
That's what I figured.
Little Bush. He wasn't Big Bush. Now, Big Bush, Big Bush,
That was a guy.
HW, that's the biggest gangster nobody's ever heard of.
Who?
Big Bush.
Big Bush.
Big Bush. HW, not W, Herbert Walker. That was the big, remember, he ran the CIA in the 70s. Before it was even called the CIA, when they were called SS, Secret Service or whatever they were called. He ran the CIA in the 70s, and he's a huge oil baron. He's had oil money in Texas
I think
since the 70s.
the public.
One of
did
the
mention
biggest
that-
gangsters
that
was Big Bush.
that was one of the
Yeah.
things why when his son got into power, he took up he kind of lead his son because they were claiming that is the father still running the country.
Yeah, because Big Bush is the one that placed Cheney as VP to keep an eye on Little Bush. And then on top of that, at the same time, you had his other son, Jeb Bush, who was the governor of Florida.
He was another nincompoop too.
Nah, those guys weren't nincompoop. Those guys were evil geniuses. They were super
What's
villains.
the difference?
Those guys are nah, because a nincompoop is an idiot.
Tomato.
No, a nincompoop is an idiot. A nincompoop is somebody like Momdani. That's a nincompoop. These guys, Big Bush, Dick Cheney, these guys were real life supervillains. So you're not a nincompoop, but you know it's not.
They're super nincompoop. then.
No, they're super villains because a nincompoop is an idiot. Like a nincompoop is, Zag Bad Salami. That's a nincompoop. Okay, these guys are super villains. You know what I'm saying? They're like up there with Netanyahu. Those guys are super villains. They're global terrorists in suits and ties.
Unbelievable. Chicken for the record.
It's not stricken anything from the record. I'm not scared of you guys.
Chicken from the record. That's all as what we
I'm not
said.
scared of you guys. CIA.
It's not making the archive.
I'm not scared of
Not
them.
making archive, right?
I'm not scared of them. All I'm scared of is a socialist communist that hasn't even been here for 10 years, never held a job longer than 3 years, is a failed rapper, okay, is running my city. That's what I'm worried about.
Oh boy, they right now they're projecting. Oh gosh, my daddy.
What's he at?
They're projecting.
He's over
that-
50%?
Yeah, he's 50.
He got it. Shame. Okay, I'm telling New Yorkers right now, shame on you. Shame on you. For everybody that voted for Mamdani
I
in
hope,
New York
I hope
City,
it doesn't backfire.
shame on you.
hope it doesn't
And you're
backfire
going
on
to
the
see,
people.
everybody that voted for Mamdani,
hope-
you're
I
going
hope
to
it
see,
doesn't backfire
you're
on
going
the
to see
people.
what's going to happen right now. Every single New Yorker that voted for Mamdani, you're an idiot. That's first and foremost. You are not a real New Yorker. You do not love this city. And you're going to watch this city go to crap. I'm glad I live in Westchester County now. But shame on
You're still
you
in New
if
York.
you voted for
What the
Mamdani.
hell wrong with him? You're
No,
still in New York.
I'm in Westchester County.
You're still in New York.
Listen. This is, remember, this is the
county. It's a county in the state.
Yeah, but this is for the NYC mayoral race, which is the 5 boroughs of New York. Has nothing to do with Westchester County.
In that technical sense, yes.
No, that's
but
exactly
it's
what it is.
Still gonna
so
get
the people that live in New York City in the 5 boroughs, okay, shame on you for voting on this man. And I hope that doesn't come to Westchester County. I really hope it doesn't. Because there's real money in Westchester County.
We have our own local mayors in Westchester.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
that has nothing to do with us.
Technicality, on a technicality
I'm
level.
talking about Bronx, Manhattan, Queens, Staten Island, and Brooklyn. Shame on you for voting for this man.
You know,
and I know most of the people that vote. Most of the people that voted for this person, you don't know anything about politics. All you heard was the word free. Shame on you. And yes, I do look down on you, and I will tell you that to your face.
You know the funniest thing? I am going to sit here and I'm going to laugh at their behind, just like when I laughed them with Trump. Here's another one. The only sad part is that my immediate friends, family members, etc., is going to feel the pain too. But I don't mind, because let me rephrase. You're good people going to learn. And it's like a baby that goes to the fire and it burns him, and he will back away for a day or two, and he go right back again.
And what I do agree
with...
Don't learn. What one thing, even though Trump has been making me mad lately, what I do agree with, he did also say that if Mamdani does win...
Yeah, exactly.
New York City is going to get the bare minimum in federal aid, and I am all for it.
He's pushing for none, and I'm
good.
All for it too.
The bare minimum.
Veto to that.
Good. I am glad.
To that.
I am glad.
Nah, we can't support that.
I am he's going to cut off all federal aid, and he should. And he should, because you let a communist run the biggest city, the greatest city in the world. And a communist is going to run this city.
Listen,
that is disgusting.
Let me break
it down. Well, you are in power for the people.
Huh?
But that's not
exactly.
You're
in power for the people. Exactly. So guess what? Communism is not for the people. It never has been. It never will be. Communism is a setup for a totalitarian regime. Don't ever think it's anything other than that. Okay? So I am 100%.
So why
Donnie, cut off all federal funding to New York City if this salami idiot wins the mayoral race.
He said
cut off all federal funding. I am 100% with you.
I am cutting all federal funds to New York.
I am 100%, as he should. I am 100% with
if Mundadi, Sindadi, Kudadi,
bad salami.
I hope the courts are going to strike that down. You can't do that.
What courts?
The courts. You can't do that.
Listen, look what Trump is doing. Who the hell is going to stop it? The judge is overriding judges. What are you talking about?
Well, they just agreed.
They just blocked him twice, and he's still overriding
it. They're going to release some SNAP benefits. The White House just stated that they're going to comply.
No, they're not. They came out today. What are you talking about?
The SNAP benefits are going to be the SNAP benefits are going to be paid through a contingency that they have. Right. I think it's like a $6 billion contingency.
The judge, approved that and told Trump to do that. That was about 4 days ago. Yeah. Trump came out today and says, you know what? At the end of the day, I am not doing, in my words, I'm not doing shit.
No, he's going to go through with it. Just New York City, he's not going to give them anything, and I don't blame him. Since New York City wanted to vote Mamdani in, New York City doesn't deserve anything. You really don't. You disappoint me. I'm a real New Yorker. This is my city. This is where I'm from. You could hear it in my voice. Okay? You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself that you voted this man in.
Well, the funniest thing is that this is what we break it down to. The sad part is they're gonna learn. And I hope.
And I'm going to laugh.
And I hope
I'm going to laugh in my apartment in Westchester County.
These two destruction, because you have 4 years of corruption coming from the White House. You have 4 years of state of another. Yeah, I don't know what. Not even corruption.
Donald Trump corruption doesn't bother me.
Bad. Whatever you probably could possibly
think. Donald Trump's corruption doesn't bother me. All I want you to do is cut off Israel. That's it. Whatever you want to do, that's fine. Make your money, do whatever you want to do. Cut off Israel and make your son-in-law disappear. That's what I asked for. Whatever other corruption you want to do, I already know that tax money's not going to that ballroom. It was paid for by donors. Even though a lot of people keep saying, oh, that's our tax dollars. No, it's not. That was paid for by donors, that ballroom. And that ballroom needs to be upgraded because that building is old as hell. Like I said, Donnie, all I want you to do is cut off Israel. That's all I want you to do. Cut off Israel. Let them be on their own and let Iran flatten them.
That's not gonna happen anyway. So what I said, you're barking up the wrong tree. No, not
Stricken from the record.
no. Well, I support. No. So let me refine this. I support the U.S. Not, I would say, backing Israel in this context because of what they are doing towards the nations down there. I don't support a country who, for instance, especially a country.
They're not a country. They're a nation state occupying
Especially-
somebody else's land illegally.
True. Especially a nation that's supposed to be the pinnacle of the world leadership.
Correct.
That's what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And if they are behaving warmongerously like common dogs in their behavior because of what they are doing right now. This is not something I'm making up. This is not something I hate that nation or anything. This is something what they're practically doing. It is actuality what they're doing. If he came into my house and he killed my son and my daughter and two of my dogs, I go back and I take out his aunt, his cousins, his grandfathers, his mother, his friends, and stuff like that. Meanwhile, he just take out two of my family, and I'm wiping out his entire generation.
I want Israel to burn to the ground.
How is that? And not only that, kids that has nothing to do with whatever are suffering and dying because of these guys. No, man, this is ridiculous. So in that context, yes, America should step away from Israel.
Israel needs to burn to the ground.
That's stricken from the record.
Burn to the ground. To the ground.
But anyway, folks, it is sad. You guys are going to learn. And
It really
you're going
is.
to learn the hard way.
But that's bad. This is London. This is what happened to London. This is why London's in the position that they're in right now. This is exactly
What
how it
position is
started.
London in?
This is exactly how it started.
This is exactly.
This is exactly how it started.
What position they in?
When the Muslims took over,
Okay.
and you see what happened in London, everything fell apart. And this is the same thing that's happening here.
Well, I am not saying, put it this way, I am not saying another race, another culture cannot be a good leader, right? Mandela, who knows, he could be a good leader.
No,
but
he's not. He's a communist.
Right, but I'm making context constructively.
I know.
Let's say he's a good leader, and he could be
a great perspective.
he could be a good leader. The fact that he ran on a false pretend on a criminality matter, in the sense of he falsified things psychologically.
What psychologically?
So telling people what he telling people what cannot be done is impossible to be done.
There's not going to be, okay,
It cannot be
MTA
done.
will not be free.
There's
Right.
three
There will
levels.
not be a
You have to go
rent
through
freeze,
two
and there will
levels
not be
to
a
make
$30 an
anything
hour
deserve.
minimum wage.
You cannot.
Say what?
That's what he ran on. He ran on a freeze rent, $30 an hour minimum wage, and free
And
transportation.
free
None of that is happening.
That's
All of that
But
sustainable.
guess what you will get?
You cannot do that.
You will get those government-run grocery stores, and guess what? When they don't want to feed you, you're gonna starve. So everybody that voted for him, real smart.
I surprised about Bernie Sanders and what's the name?
Because they're Marxist, communist
What's
pieces
the-
of
what's
shit
the-
too.
what's the,
AOC.
AOC.
Because
They
they're
were
because
behind-
they're on
they were behind
because
him.
they're on the take too. They're on George Soros' payroll too. And trust me, I know George Soros is the one pulling all the strings. Yes, I know who you are too, George.
Stricken from the record, we don't have no facts on that.
I know exactly who you are.
If you want more facts, you reach out to him independently.
Independently.
We don't. The garage don't have those type of
Off the
facts.
record.
Off the record. We don't have those. type of
They're
information.
you know exactly who you are. Every single last one of them. Bernie Sanders, AOC, Chuck Schumer, Nancy Pelosi, Kathy Hochul. Every single last one of you disgust me. You disgust me.
It's really sad, man. It's a trying time. But you know what, people? Put it this way. You know what? This, and I'm coming from a different angle. And most of you are probably going to know what I'm coming from. I'm coming from a biblical level. This has to happen.
Yeah, this is bedlam. This is bedlam.
For centuries, people, again, they keep on saying, oh, man wrote the Bible and stuff like that. And every drop in the Bible, every word for word in the Bible, it's already predicted, it's already come to. And for whatever left, which according to biblical information and biblical enlightenment, we are living in Revelation. When you look in Revelation, we have all these type of destruction, war, rumors of war, famine. The dollars, money's gonna be crap to us. We're gonna be having, you see the money what we are crying for now, the US dollars, the pound, the yen, the euros and stuff like that are gonna be on the ground walking it, and it's useless to us. This is all in the Bible where a lot of people claim that is man wrote it. Every one of it came to pass. Right now, we're in the end of time. Now, again, some of you are going to throw this through the window. No, this is bull crap.
This is the Bolsheviks all over again.
At the end of the day, I mean, that's your opinion. As I said, I'm spiritual from birth. I'm not where I should be spiritually, but at the same time, these things are going to happen. And this is why this thing doesn't faze me. Anything what's happening in the world, whatever, man's hearts is going to become wicked and evil. We don't see anything yet.
I'm already there.
Where we at right now is nothing pertaining to what is coming. I don't know if I'm going to live to see that, but I'm sure enough, and I'm telling you this is something I never use the word.
You're not seeing the demonstration right here?
Huh?
You didn't see part of the demonstration right here?
What?
Evil times.
Yeah, I'm already there. I've been there.
That's evil over there.
I'm trying to prepare my friends. But I'm already there. I've been there.
He said, trying to prepare my friends.
I'm trying to prepare my friends.
For what?
Because,
Where you trying to prepare your
I'm
friends?
trying to prepare my friends to let them know
part,
what it is.
To take part.
All right, it's straight Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome with me.
You can't make this up if you try.
Unbelievable.
It's unbelievable.
What do you mean? See, these guys still have hope. I have no hope. I'm hopeless. And I like it that way.
You got to keep the hope. Keep the faith alive.
Because I live in reality. I don't live in hope. I don't live in actuality. I live in reality.
Well, you see,
I live in a harsh reality.
Mundane actuality today.
Zogbat salami.
Mundane actuality going to show you something.
I live in Westchester County. I kiss my ass. I will never set foot again. I will never set foot again. And I live right in the borderline of the Bronx and Yonkers. I will never set foot again in the 5 boroughs of New York. My girls have to come visit me. I'm not going down there, babe. Sorry, I'm not visiting you.
So let me ask you a question. So we're not seeing you on the show anymore. That's it, right?
Nah.
I don't know. We're in an undisclosed location in Westchester County. I have no idea what he's talking about.
Yo, you can't make this.
All right, I crossed the street. I'm in Mount Vernon. I have no idea what this man's talking about.
Unbelievable.
Okay? Right now we're filming live from a garage in Don Griga, Belize. Okay?
Represent. I like that. I like the show, man.
Where we at again?
We're in Don Griga.
I think you just.
What city?
We're in Don Griga.
What county is
We're
that?
on Blue Hole Street.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that.
Blue Hole Street?
We're on Blue Hole Street in Calise County.
Massive and crew.
He has a county named after him. We're in Calise County.
Yeah.
And where's that county reside?
Huh?
Where's that
I
county?
told you in Belize. We're in Belize. Don't listen to this guy. We're nowhere near New York City. We're disgusted with New York City right now. We're nowhere near New York City.
So they're gonna look on the show, all the episodes that we post where we're from the Bronx and stuff like that, and then see the same design.
Because we bring the set with us. This is actually a set. This isn't a real garage.
It is a set.
Yeah, you got to see the preparation that we have to do before we turn the cameras on.
This is a trailer back.
We working remote.
Exactly. This is a green screen.
We working remotely right now.
This is a green screen. The only thing we really have here is the table and the mics. That's it. Everything else is all an illusion.
Actually, we are AI.
We're in Belize.
Right. Absolutely.
We are AI.
This is AI.
generated.
We're actually in Belize. There's actually a goat right there. You don't see him. It's actually Angel's pet goat. It's actually Angel's pet goat. His name is Dickie. And we don't see him right now. Dickie, stop chewing on the goddamn couch. See, you don't see that.
Yo, my stomach. My stomach, yo.
All right?
I
We call him Dickie the Don Griga goat.
Man, you take this seriously.
Unbelievable. I like he's very entertaining.
Yo.
He's very entertaining.
Yo.
Don Griga Dickie. That's his name.
Yo, he called these names for
Bless up.
my stomach.
Bless up. He's pretty smart though.
Oh, my stomach, bro. Anyway, folks, it's sad. On the technology side, I mean, one of the things too, we're not shifting, but I mean, we kind of incorporate this to
What you got going on
technology in the side where we understand Amazon, Meta, and and what's another company? They are going open AI. So that means
What do you mean open AI? Like open surveillance, you mean?
open AI, meaning that I have open source.
So they're going to surveil us like Palantir?
Unfortunately. Meta, you see Meta with Meta glasses?
Yeah.
So
No, Palantir is supposed to like surveil us. I know that's the new thing.
so your
That's with Peter Thiel or
privacy
something like that.
in the next, I'd give it, some people predicting 2030, 2028. I'm predicting in the next 2 years, you at least 80 to 90% of privacy is out the window.
Yeah.
Completely
Yeah,
out the
basically,
window.
yeah.
They have a glass which made by Meta, which is Facebook, that just like his glasses,
Yeah.
has camera built
Got the
inside of it,
cameras.
audio built inside of it. So people could you could be sitting there talking to someone, having a big conversation, talking to whatever case it may be,
Private conversation.
and it's been recorded.
Yeah. And then you have super AI, which is something like Palantir, to where that's going to be worldwide surveillance, that they're going to be able to see everything that we're doing. And that's something that's coming into fruition now. And I think who's spearheading that is Peter Thiel. If you don't know who that is, I advise you to look him up. He's not a very
Who is
he's another supervillain. Let's put it that way.
Super villain.
That's what I'm going to call him. I'll call since I'm this is a Christian show and I'm trying not to curse. He's just another supervillain.
Well, we don't know that guy. Who that guy
Peter
is?
Thiel. Nah, look him up. If you see, you like, yo. If you look him up, you're like, this guy's crazy. He's spearheading Palantir, and Palantir is supposed to be that like the new super AI that they're basically able to surveil us.
And this is one of the things why. Remember, I mentioned earlier. I'm not sure if it was off the record or was on the record at the time. My memory is kind of foggy. But a lot of people, the economy is one of the reasons why we are seeing decline in the economy right now. And
is what? Say it again, please.
Unemployment is moving up and declining in job wise and well, not declining. It's what do you call it? The economy is getting
because
tough.
AI is taking over the
Because
workforce.
AI is also taking over, not just because of the other stuff what's happening, what Trump is doing. The inflation that's going on is not that high, but is climbing back up. Unemployment is started creeping up little by little, which the specialists claim that by the ending of this year, employment is going to be sky high.
But you know what the silver lining is around that cloud, right?
Which one is that?
See, the fact that AI is taking out a lot of jobs, it's taking a lot of automated jobs, things like that. But if people are smart, what they want to do is that what's going to skyrocket is skilled labor. That's going to skyrocket because that's something AI cannot replicate. See, like you
they're doing that in China.
You see what
Oh, they're doing that in China.
Like, see, Doji's a skilled plumber. There's going to be a demand for that. Anything with a skilled labor. Yeah, Soji. Soji's a skilled plumber. Legaless boss. He's a skilled plumber. Something like that, AI cannot replicate.
That is true to a certain extent. But remember, they also, once they get AI in place,
to a great extent.
Remember, they are going to start developing the infrastructure, redesign infrastructure so that the AI now can be responsible. Like, for instance, certain, I mean, it's just certain extents they can go, but they're going to do their best to put infrastructure in place or rebuild infrastructure in place that
Makes
AI
sense.
can take care of it without having.
No, but then when
like
that happens,
Soji,
that happens, then what you do is that you invest.
You know what's interesting? They might have a toilet that are remote controllable.
Yeah, they are. But as far as controlling the plumbing, as far as the pipe, like the inner workings, not necessarily.
You might not need any bunch of plumbing.
Yeah. Well, it depends. Inner workings.
They're gonna modify certain things, and once they do that,
look, remember,
there's always a way to. If you're a real hustler, like say for instance, when that happens, what people do if you're looking for work, you go to look into work in AI technology because this AI technology cannot run on itself. It still needs people to operate it, which is considered skilled labor.
For now, it needs people to operate it for now.
Yeah, but
take it from
how
me
much?
for now.
How much effective if you're gonna cut down 75% of your workforce for 25% of machine? It's still counterproductive. The 25% of the human labor that you're gonna need, you're still gonna lose like 75%.
Here's the thing.
But there's certain things that AI can't do. Like
here's the thing.
AI cannot do
that's the 25%.
Yeah, AI cannot. That's what I'm saying. There's going to be a skyrocket in skilled labor. When I say
Here's
skilled labor, I mean skilled labor. That means that it's something that you were specifically skilled at, not necessarily,
Yeah, I don't think AI could necessarily build a house brick by brick.
Dude,
Well,
wait a minute.
They have the 3D printer houses.
I
They
will
got the
send
3D
you.
printer houses.
Thank you. I will send you a video in China.
The
A
3D
robot.
printer houses. But remember, you
With a
got to have an
3D
operator for that
A
machine.
3D. No, actually they do, but one of them they started doing some testing where they program that sucker. It looks like a crane, right?
Yeah.
And the
It's a 3D printer.
the bricks is already, or the
cement.
objects or
Looks
whatever
like
is already made, and the thing just
That was cool.
the stuff is already laid out, and it based on the design it has it in its program. It just go and take up the
Put the
bricks,
schematics in. Boom, boom.
put in the cement, the labor, just like that, and build that
But
sucker.
remember, they're going to need operators for those.
That's a
machines.
little.
They
scary.
still do, but I'm saying right now they're testing one of them. They're doing right now with no operator, just going and programming. Listen, AI is not going to remove or complete the society of man labor.
No.
It's not. But what it's going to do is going to jack up where at least in society itself, it's probably about 75 to 80% of what's going to be happening when it comes to trading, when it comes to work, when it comes to pretty much overall,
Well, it's gonna
80%
ma-
AI is going
It's
to
going to make things move
But it's gonna be a
in
lot
more
more.
efficient.
I don't think AI gonna necessarily be in like the farms, agriculture, and stuff like that.
Well,
Planted-
certain parts. You
planted-
gotta
certain
crops.
things I said you're still going to need.
AI is
human
gonna be
being
in
for, but
every
it's gonna be limited.
Yeah, eventually it's going to be in every aspect of life, whatever you have to do.
It's just
But
how
what
much.
it is that, remember, the key with AI, like I always say, like I like AI. I'm very much for AI. I just don't use it as a crutch. I always used AI as an assistant.
It is.
I don't use it as a crutch.
That's-
I don't
that's-
depend on it. Unfortunately, with most of society is lazy. So what they're going to do is that the reason why they would cancel themselves out is because when you cross that line of using AI as an assistant to where you're just using it as a crutch, that's when you lost. So people always have to be mindful of the fact that AI is here as an assistant. It is not here as a replacement. The minute it becomes a replacement is because you used it as a crutch. See, like somebody like Mike is already in tech. So Mike understands that because Mike knows that he can utilize AI for a lot of things, but he's not going to necessarily depend on it.
Right.
He's basically still the maestro. So basically with AI, it's like it's a symphony. AI is the symphony, but you're the maestro. And you always have to keep it that way. Because once you let the AI become the maestro, then basically there's no need for you anymore.
The challenge is also for the school students as well, because this is where you find now students are not learning on their own.
No, they're not.
Students, they're not using it for assistance anymore. They're
Dependent
it for
upon it. Yeah.
learning in itself, like it's their teacher.
Yeah.
And not only that, they are commanding it
Like it's their
to tell me
replacement.
what is
It's their
what
teacher.
instead of me developing to find out what is what. If you understand that, so it's bad, and again
The
these are
mind is a terrible thing to waste.
Well, basically, like anything, look, let me tell you something. People got to forget about human beings, even though there's a lot of, even though a lot of human beings disappoint me, human beings are the most remarkable and resilient beings on this planet, resilient species on this planet. Okay, we can out-survive anything.
That's a fact.
We have to adapt. You know what I'm saying? You have to adapt and you have to assimilate. That's one thing that human beings can do. So even with something like AI, okay, we will learn as a race to adapt and assimilate. That's always going to be the case with us. Remember that. As a human being, we are the most resilient species on this planet. There is no species more resilient than us.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? But then, like I said, we're also the most laziest. We're also the most entitled, depending on how you were raised.
This guy had to muddy the water.
No, because it's true. Because you have to look at both sides.
Well,
You have to
see,
look. You
this
really
is the
have to
same
look at
thing
both
He
sides.
used to beat me over the head for, why you always thinking positive, negative, and positive. So now he coming to my route.
Yeah.
Where y'all think the same.
Well, no, with you, the
both
sky is always falling. Oh, matter of fact, as the intelligent investor says, please don't listen to nothing Mike says. Thank you.
Now he's switching.
I promised him to tell him to say that. No, because there's a lot of things that Mike says, even though me and him argue, there's a lot of things that Maga says that makes a lot of
What he
sense.
said was, I promise you. I promise you.
Huh?
I promise
I
you. He's
promise
making that up. He's making that up.
No, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that Maga says that makes a lot of sense. But that does, But I don't agree with 100% everything that he
That's a
says.
fact.
Same way he doesn't agree with 100% everything I say. But there's certain things that we can definitely come to agreement. I think me and him, he probably thinks I know what he means, but I think with the whole AI thing, I don't think it's necessarily the end of our species.
Nah, right.
The only way it
not,
could be the
it's
end of
not.
our species is if we allow it to be the end of our species. But there's always going to be people, like I know for me, for one, I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor. That's one thing I know about me. That's one thing I know about my bloodline. I'm a survivor. I'm not sure about everybody else, but I know I will survive one way or another.
I will survive.
Yeah, and that's and like I said, and that's
I'm
good.
a survivor.
You guys know
make it.
I am the king of toxicity. So no, I prefer to take the high road, but I will take the low road if need be.
Yeah.
There's toxicity in here.
All right, the toxicity is
Anyway,
real.
gentlemen, it's about that time, so I will leave it off
Damn,
to
already?
yeah. I'll leave it off
Why
to
so
Angel.
fast?
You know, you have your 2 cents to say what basically what's going on.
Go ahead, Angel. Yeah,
with
stay
our-
strong. Stay
Absolutely.
mentally strong.
Right. Stay strong, man. Stay strong. I think my message is pretty consistent. When everything else break, don't allow your spirits to break. We're going to need that to catch back up.
Bless up.
Bless up. Your thought?
Now me, bless up.
I like that.
That's it.
Huh? Nah, I was just making fun of Angel. That's Angel. Like, well, it's a good yin and a yang. Angel's my positive
So
angel.
kind, so kind.
Angel's
so
my
kind.
positive angel, and you're my sky is falling negative angel. All right.
Always mud in the water,
No.
right?
Like I said, unfortunately, I have a feeling Mamdani's gonna win. I'm not happy about that. New York City, the people that voted for him, you should be ashamed of yourself. Okay? And then the ones that did vote for him, knowing that what's gonna happen to this city, karma's gonna get you. Believe that. Us here at the garage, Mike and Mike moving forward, we're always gonna survive. We're usually smarter than everybody else in the room. And I will remind everybody that we are smarter than you. And I will call you stupid because I'm smart and you're stupid. And Donald Trump is the greatest president ever. You need to cut off Israel. That's all I have to say.
We are stricken that from the record.
Can't stricken my final words from the record.
Actually, we have to modify that.
I am strickening his strickening from the record.
He said I'm stricken. It's stricken.
He said he's stricken it from stricken.
Exactly.
Anyway, folks, this is it. What I share with you. Listen, it's sad of the actuality what is happening, and it's unfortunate that some people choose to learn while they're burned. I didn't choose this path to learn while I'm burning, but unfortunately, this is what probably going to happen because of other people negligent, other people poor intellect, other people.
Not being informed.
But at the same time, no, actually, let me remove but. However, at the same time, I know you are hurting. I know I'm feeling your pain. I can sympathize and I can empathize with you. I understand it. However, it shouldn't put you in a corner where you're allowing your intellect to collide with your emotions.
Yes.
You should not allow that.
Yes.
As much as pain you're going through, this is the time when you need to sit down and think rationally, practically, and logically. These are the moments when you need to sit down and carve that ground and let me make sense out of this. You cannot run with your emotion when it comes to things like this. And this is what we did with Trump, and this is what we are doing in our local election, and God knows the hell what's coming for us. I'm putting us because I'm involved. As much as I'm laughing, but my black behind is involved as well. I'm going to feel some pain. I mean, we haven't seen nothing yet. But here's the thing. I pray and hope this is all nonsense, what we are over here predicting, what I'm predicting, and what I can foresee. I pray that is nonsense. Unfortunately, it's on a high scale. I don't think it is. Yeah. But we will see. The fruit will come to fruition.
And prayers still up for the yard. J.A. Jamaica.
Yes.
Keep your head up. Y'all are one of the most resilient people on the planet.
Thanks for reminding me of that.
You will be fine.
Yeah.
Please. But prayers up for everybody in Jamaica, my people in the yard.
Please pray for Jamaica as well. We are islands that got hit with one of the biggest, I think it's one of the second biggest hurricane in the entire world history.
Yes.
Of what we know of, since we started keeping records. It is the second biggest hurricane that hit, and look where it hits. Small island Jamaica. It passed through 80, and I wasn't sure if it did it really directly hit 80. I think it passed through just the outer skirt.
It just passed through on the
Yeah,
outskirts,
outskirts.
but it like really hit Jamaica.
But it really
Like Jamaica got
land
the brunt of
on
it.
Jamaica, and I think it also land on Cuba.
Yeah, it did.
It did land on Cuba.
But
So,
definitely, yeah. But
but by the time
Cuba's
it landed-
communist anyway. I don't care what happens.
by the
Prayers
time-
up for Jamaica.
But by the time
Right.
it hit Cuba too, it was like 140. The wind was like
Yeah, that's what I'm
100
saying.
So
No, Jamaica
it-
got like it's,
Jamaica
you know,
got
prayers up, man. They
180.
gotta,
I think it's 185. It landed with.
you know,
So I mean, but overall, they need help.
yeah, check on your peoples in JA. More so, when the aid money comes in, you make sure that you keep those people in those respective parties on point. Make sure nobody's skimming, because now is not the time to skim.
And then sad part
You
is
have to
that
build back into that country now.
the part what I understand and what I'm seeing going on, and people are pushing these things out on the video. The government, and I'm not making this up. The government right now is not doing much for the people. They're
No.
collecting these money from these countries, and they're not replicating it fast enough, or
Yeah.
not replicating it at all
So get on
to the
them.
people.
Get on them.
It is sad for you seeing, especially what our
And don't let
government,
China take it over neither, because you know all the merchants are
what's his
Chinese
name
and they got a
again?
lot of money invested in them.
Our Prime Minister of Jamaica.
That sounds about right.
just lost his-
The guy that just won.
yeah. I don't. I just have a brain freeze. I
forgot
can't
his name.
remember his name.
We just talked about that too not
yeah.
that long ago.
But at the same time, I saw him walk in St. Elizabeth. I mean, I think it's a day or two after the storm. I said, yeah, they interviewed him and they said, these are the first place we are going to hit. And right now, it's 3, 4, 5 days after the storm, and these people are still suffering like they don't see anything.
Yeah.
Right now, they're looting. And I cannot.
They're looting?
Yes, I cannot. They break into warehouses that have supplies, and I cannot blame them. I'm
Nah, you
not
can't.
condoling it. I'm not
But
condoling
you
it.
can't blame them neither.
But at the same time, you cannot blame because
Desperate
the
times call
government.
for desperate measures.
Exactly.
You're
the
not
government-
condoning it, but you're not blaming them.
Yes, it's not a paradox. I'm not conflicting myself. It's the fact that it's just like here, with the insurance and stuff like that. The insurance they raise your insurance because of where you live, some because of because of certain bad records and stuff like that. But I know of people who they're doing insuring their vehicle, driving good records for 30, 20 something years, never been in an accident, and they're raising their fee to $1,000 when they was paying $200 and $300.
And that's just thievery, and that's not right.
That's criminality.
Yeah, that's criminal. That's criminal.
And this is something I witnessed. It's not a hearsay.
Yeah, that's
so
criminal.
that's the context what I'm using. And I said, do I blame them now for them going out there and doing mischievous work against the insurance? No, I'm not blaming them. I'm condoling of what they're doing. But again, you're putting people in a bind for them to do evil things towards.
Survival mode.
It's the
gonna kick
survival
in.
mode you're pushing them into. So it's the same concept here.
Exactly.
I am not supporting what they're doing, the looting, because they are damaging another businessman or
Of course.
business, and they're also suffering. But at the same time, if you look at it, it's like the government and whoever else is pushing these people to do these things because of their greediness, their poor leadership, and moving right along. But again,
Yeah.
that's just my.
But
take.
definitely prayers up. Prayers up. They
But-
they definitely need it. Jamaica, for that small island, let me tell you something. That small island has had a very big impact on worldwide culture.
Absolutely.
Everybody knows that.
Everybody want to go to Jamaica.
Everybody
it's a
knows
beautiful
that.
island. I mean,
Everybody knows that. Beautiful people, beautiful island. They can be ornery sometimes. But beautiful people, prayers up. For my yardies here, my influential, powerful yardies that live here in the United States that have political connections out there, get in their ass. You make sure that they take care of that island. You make sure they do the right thing.
Absolutely.
Yes, folks. Again, as what we said, keep on praying for Jamaica. Keep on praying for the world overall. Give your special prize for Jamaica and any other country who were facing by this hurricane. And any disaster that coming our way, financial disaster with this country, economy-wise, peace-wise, just overall, just pray for the world overall.
Word.
That it's, the sad part of it is that I don't know if I'm going to sound hypocritical or contradictional, better word.
Contradictory.
Yeah, but the funniest thing is that it's not going to get better. But yet I'm saying you're
That's
praying
a
for the word.
that's
and
a
stuff
dark
like that.
outlook.
No,
That's
but
a
he's
dark
right,
outlook.
because
But
you
it is fact,
He's right
you know.
because you have to be careful because right now, look, the same thing that happened to Lahaina, Hawaii.
So, okay.
Lahaina, Hawaii, when all those fires or whatever, and then you have these big corporations jumping in. Okay, right now, Jamaica's vulnerable. You don't want these big corporations, BlackRock, State Street, Vanguard, you don't want them coming in and then buying up everything. You understand? Because they'll do that. And then they can pay off, you know what I'm saying? You know how it is with in that island with with the certain politicians that they can be easily paid off. Like I said, that's why I'm telling people here that live in the States, if you know Mayardis that live here that have money, that have influence, that have power, still back home, use that. You better flex your muscle and make sure to protect your home because you don't want outsiders coming in. The Chinese have always been the biggest merchants in Jamaica. Everybody knows that. They have a lot of money invested in there. You do not want them taking over your country.
One of the things I like with the Chinese when they do investment in Jamaica, they allow everyone to eat.
Oh yeah,
And
definitely.
eat in the sense of if you don't understand,
But
meaning
you don't
that
want them to have full control.
you benefit just like you would make money, they're gonna make money.
Yeah.
They're not like these other countries, like maybe the US or any other country where they come in and they will tell you when to eat.
Yeah.
When you what money they want you to make. They're like, oh, you're gonna make only $10. I want you to make $10. Meanwhile, I make
But you want
50 or
to
100.
make
But
sure they don't take
they
complete
gotta have
control of
certain-
Jamaica.
But at
Right.
the same time, right?
Yeah.
Right, you gotta have certain policy in place.
Correct.
Just like respectfully, you don't want a bunch of foreigners coming in and buying lots
True.
in your
Yeah.
country. Like before you know it, they're gonna own it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And see what it is, BlackRock, State Street, and Vanguard, the three biggest corporations in the world that basically own 90% of everything. They're doing the Birdman hands right now. So the people in Jamaica, like I said, with influence, political power, money, protect your country. Please protect your country.
Indeed, folks. Anyway, it's about that time. I assume that election, called for already. Our computer died, ran out of battery, so I didn't see the final result. But they project that Madani was the winner anyway. So I said, stay safe. It's gonna be hell coming our way, and hopefully that's not the case. Nonetheless, it seems that's the case. At the same time, and just brace yourself for impact. Just like if you in your car you can see an accident gonna happen, brace yourself for impact because that's possibly what's coming. But
27 minutes ago, he just won.
he just won. So there you go. The new mayor of New York City is Zora Mandani.
So,
Congratulations.
Sad, no, not congratulations. Sad day in New York. Take
Sad.
that back. He takes that back.
Sad day in New York.
Sad day in New
Sad
York.
day in New York.
And whoever voted for him, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Anyway, until next
Let's
time,
hope for the best.
stay safe. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please
Please
like,
do.
share, and subscribe. Tell a friend, tell a brother, tell a mother, tell a father, tell a sister, brother, uncle, dog, everyone. Tell everyone, co-worker, stranger. Please share. We cannot do this without you. We continue liking your support. We continue begging for your support. Spread the word. Until next time, stay safe. Peace.
Bless up.
Peace.
All right.